Tonight on WTOP-10 Nightly News, SUNY Oswego is climbing the charts. New rankings for colleges are announced.
And Oswego's Alana program is holding a number of events this weekend that we want you to know about.
But the weekend excitement doesn't end there as the campus celebrates campus history with the 5th annual Founders Weekend.
WTOP-10 Nightly News starts now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Rob Finger.
And I'm Michelle Smith.
The 5th annual SUNY Oswego Founders Weekend begins tomorrow. The celebration takes place a week ahead of the birthday of the school's founder, Edward R. Sheldon. Sheldon founded the school 164 years ago as the Oswego Primary Teachers Training School.
The weekend is a way of welcoming students, faculty, and alumni to take part in a series of events and ceremonies, celebrating the school's history and future. There will be an Oswego Alumni Association meeting, a scholarship brunch for students, and much more.
Remembering the school's founder, Oswego State alumnus Don Little will be hosting a presentation on the life and legacy of Edward Austin Sheldon. The presentation, named The Fascinating Life and Impactful Legacy of Edward Austin Sheldon, hopes to do justice to the work of the man that established this very school and who shaped the very way modern-day teachers engage with their students. It will be held tomorrow morning at 10:30 in MCC 133.
Aside from Founders Weekend, the next few days are also going to be filled with Alana festivities. Events kicked off today with the leadership workshops between 4:30 and 6:30. Representatives from Alana held workshops across the Murano Campus Center, engaging with students and encouraging them to meet their higher expectations in a professional environment. Topics discussed included time management, accountability, responsibility, emotional intelligence, communication, and self-advocacy. Every 30 minutes, participants would rotate to a different station.
The Alana Multicultural Student Leadership Conference will also host the Sparkling Waters Project tomorrow afternoon. The project is a lakeshore cleanup in collaboration with the Office of Sustainability. The cleanup falls under the Empowered to Lead initiative of Alana's theme for the year, Becoming the Best You. Participants can sign up on Laker Life, and groups will be brought to the lake at 1, 2, and 3 p.m. from the MCC Welcome Desk.
Wrapping up the Alana weekend will be the Saturday night conference dinner. The conference will welcome social opportunities and speakers honoring what Alana is all about. The keynote speaker will be Dar Mayweather, who will speak to students on the importance of consistency and commitment to development. Speakers will also pay a special tribute to one of Alana's founders, Howard Gordon, and his efforts advocating for students and faculty of color. A wide range of food will be available and prizes will be drawn.
Next week on October 2nd, Penfield Library's archives and special collections will start walk-ins in the research room. Located in the basement of the library, open hours will be every Thursday between 1:30 and 4 p.m. Members of the archives and special collections team will be available for questions. This is an excellent opportunity to conduct research and interact with the materials the library has to offer, so feel free to join. If interested, please review Penfield Library's policies for researchers. We've been seeing very gloomy weather this week.
But where is fall? Storm Team 10 meteorologist Ryan Murphy has more for your local forecast.
Yeah, thank you guys. Listen, we've had a really unusual month here. The weather has not been how it's supposed to be, especially in September. We had a big event today. Look at this eyesore up here. A tornado in New York. Now, I'm going to get to that in just a bit with my full forecast because that was real interesting. Now, you may have noticed it has not rained much at all, but this drought did end over the past few days. We got a whole lot of rain, but if you weren't a big fan of that, it is going to clear on up this weekend. I know I'm looking forward to that. You know, get to go out, get to do whatever you want to. But if you're wondering, where's fall? You know, it's too warm, it has been raining. I'll let you know if it's going to feel like fall later on in the week. That's all I have for right now. I'll have everything in just a bit. First, back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you very much, Ryan. SUNY Oswego made strides in the U.S. News & World Report's ranking of best regional universities in the North. University President Peter Nwosu credits campus facility and staff with the student body for the achievement. Oswego moved up in 4 categories in total and received recognition for various tech and science-based programs. Oswego's performance was noted in areas like veteran support and academic excellence, among others. Still ahead tonight, why an independent organization from Oswego is hosting peaceful rallies.
Plus, the Apple Festival, hosting its 40th year, returns to Central Square.
Sir, if you're watching this,
and highbrow humor.
surface is this. floor. Mitch did not legitimately put his head in the toilet.
There's only one place to turn. No! Tune in to new episodes of Oh Boy! Only on WTOP.
Look at the number of disasters in the U.S. Chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
I had to eat a raw egg on Chris's dormitory floor.
I currently don't have any federal pending charges.
You know what you never did? You never walked to Walmart, Chris.
That's my co-host. This is for making me eat roast Pop-Tarts.
It's showtime, Chris. Come on.
I want to be on the air for that. I got a couple things to say. No.
Spin the wheel. But you got censorship.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to...
And welcome back to WTOP-10. I'm Storm Team 10 meteorologist Ryan Murphy with your local weather forecast. Now, if you're living in Sullivan County and you got an alert earlier on your phone today, it said tornado warning, you're going, what? This is New York. We don't get tornadoes here. This can't be right. Well, I do have some news. It actually was right. We had some very, very unusual weather here today in New York. We actually had ourselves a tornado. Now, what you're looking at right here, this is a type of radar. It's called correlation coefficient. And all that does is it shows the breeze being picked up. So this right here, that's actually your tornado, which is very big. But this only did drop down in the woods, so there wasn't too much damage to houses, didn't hurt people, nothing like that. It's pretty fascinating if you really ask me. You know, tornadoes in New York, we really don't get that. All that did was, you know, go through woods, probably knock down a couple trees, nothing crazy like that. Now moving on to our live satellite and radar here. You know, our tornado activity has moved on out of here, and so has that rain. You know, we got a couple spotty showers popping up here and there. It's still very cloudy out, but that rain's starting to make its way on out of here. I know I'm looking forward to that myself. Now looking more into our current conditions, it's a nice cooler 65 degrees. It is still a little wet out there, especially very humid. So if you're going to drive, you might want to put on like your defroster or defogger, I should say. And you know, it is also a little breezy out there. Now, it is going to start to cool down, especially as the fall comes, and it's Oswego. You know, the winter likes to come super early here. So if you want to go out, go golfing, get your last opportunity to do so, I'd say Saturday or Sunday might be your best chance to, especially there on Sunday. Friday, you know, it might still be a little wet out there, so you might want to wait till the weekend. You know, if you're going to be like me, be out there on the 8th hole after you lost 6, 7 golf balls or something like that. You might be a little frustrated, but I know I'm really looking forward to that. Now looking at our futurecast here, for the rest of the night, some clouds are going to roll on in, and that'll be like that through the rest of the night into early tomorrow morning. But these clouds will move on out into early afternoon tomorrow evening, and it'll stay like that for quite a while. Now a few more clouds will roll on in early Saturday morning, and it'll kind of be, you know, partly cloudy throughout the day Saturday, but these clouds will move on out a little bit later, the early Sunday morning. Now as for tonight, temperatures are going to drop down to a cooler 62 degrees. We do got a couple chances some showers there, and it is going to be a little breezy out, so you know, sweatshirt weather, nothing too crazy like that. But as for tomorrow, we will finally get the sun back. Shouldn't rain. We got a little chance of that in the morning. You are going to get some fog, so if you're going to drive, make sure you have your fog lights on. Be careful out there. The only thing you want to keep in mind is it is going to be a little windy down there. Winds 8 to 11 miles per hour. Just something to keep in mind. Now, as for the rest of the week, it is going to get really nice out there. Temperatures in the mid-70s, really nice and sunny. I know I'm looking forward to that. That's all I got for my full forecast. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you very much, Ryan. More on that tornado Ryan mentioned. A tornado warning was issued today by the National Weather Service, which extended into Sullivan County after seeing the start of a severe thunderstorm. At around 12:21 this afternoon, the NWS radar officially confirmed a tornado within the storm. The Weather Service warned that gusty winds could knock down tree limbs, blow around unsecured objects, and cause dangerous flying debris. The tornado warning expired at around 1:06 p.m. As of 3:30 p.m., there were no reported injuries.
Immigration and Customs Enforcement, also known as ICE, has become present in central New York. After a raid in Cato earlier this month, an independently run local group named Indivisible Oswego County, or IOC, has been responding to the matter. The IOC organizes peaceful rallies focusing on different themes, collaborating with local officials. The group started about 8 months ago with only 10 people initially, but now has grown exponentially. With the recent construction on Bridge Street at the request of the Oswego Police Department, the group has no plans to stop their demonstrations.
On September 23rd, the Fulton Police Department responded to the report of a stabbing on Utica Street. Upon arrival, they found a 42-year-old male victim with a stab wound to the lower torso. Emergency medical personnel provided immediate aid and transported him to the local hospital, where he was treated and later released. After investigation, officers identified and arrested the suspect, Jimmy Diaz, a 48-year-old from Fulton. He was charged with second-degree assault and third-degree criminal possession of a weapon. Oswego County is a renowned fishing destination during the fall salmon run, where anglers come to central New York to enjoy a world-class fishery. The Oswego River has been one of the prime locations during this time, but has experienced fishing access issues in recent years due to various construction projects. Oswego County and city officials are aware of the issues and frustrations anglers have about the ongoing construction and ask for continued patience and cooperation during this time. For more information, go to OswegoCountyToday.com or contact Oswego County officials. The 40th Annual Apple Festival is returning to Central Square in just one day. Hosted by the Hastings Lion Club, they're dedicated to serving their local community through events like these, this event in particular being their largest fundraiser. The festival has crafts, vendors, entertainment, rides, food, and more, along with free parking. The event is hosted from September 27th at 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and 28th at 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Wagon on the River and the Oswego County Humane Society are partnering on a fundraiser supporting animals in need. The Pasta with a Purpose Spaghetti Dinner will take place on October 19th from 1 to 4 p.m. The event is entirely dog-friendly and will feature raffles among other experiences. Guests are encouraged to bring their furry friends along for an afternoon of fun to make a difference for animals in the Oswego community. When WTOP-10 Nightly News continues, a young boy's family in mourning. And Sean Diddy Combs is back in court.
If only we had someone who could tell us what we should and shouldn't watch.
Well, do we have a show for you?
Who are you?
What are you doing in my bed?
On Be Kind and Rewind, we will go through and review all your favorite movie franchises.
And tell you which ones you should and shouldn't watch from the perspective of normal movie fans. Well, be sure to check out Be Kind and Rewind on WTOP-10.
Welcome back to WTOP-10 Nightly News.
In consumer news, ahead of next week's sentencing, Sean Diddy Combs was back in court on Thursday. Combs was convicted on 2 charges of transportation to engage in prostitution in July. Each count carries a sentence of 10 years. However, Combs' lawyers asked for a sentence of no more than 14 months. The judge on Thursday did not make an immediate ruling on Combs' request to vacate the conviction or a bid for a new trial. Combs is scheduled to be sentenced October 3rd.
New York police were investigating after an off-duty officer shot and wounded a man Wednesday night at Pennsylvania Station. Police responded to a 911 call reporting that a 32-year-old man had been, quote, shot about the body. The shooting happened inside 2 Pennsylvania Plaza, Manhattan, a complex that includes Penn Station. The unidentified man was transported to a hospital and was in stable condition, according to police. No additional information about the shooting has been released.
The mosquito-borne chikungunya virus is being investigated by New York State health officials. A New York woman contracted the virus at the end of August, but it is not suspected that she caused a spread. As mosquito season winds down, routine mosquito testing has not detected the virus. Chikungunya virus primarily impacts babies and elderly people and causes severe flu-like symptoms. There is no specific treatment for this virus at this point. A 13-year-old boy was shot in the head at a Dunkin' Donuts in Cambria Heights, Queens.
Heartbroken beyond repair, the family of the victim, Sanjay Samuel, mourned the loss of the young boy.
My heart is overwhelmed with grief for my Sanjay, and my whole world has crumbled apart.
A family's emotions collapsing from hope to mourning after their loved one, 13-year-old Sanjay Samuel, succumbed to the injuries he sustained after being shot in the head Monday before school.
It's the last thing ever in my mind I would have thought that, could have happened to Sanjay. I mean, that's something that's unbelievable. I'm numb, and I'm speechless. I'm just numb.
Police say the shooting happened here in Cambria Heights outside of this Dunkin' Donuts, the lot, a popular hangout spot for kids in the community. And it was a 3-day battle here at Cohen's Children's Hospital before doctors pronounced Samuel's dead at 12:35 p.m. Wednesday. Now his organs are being harvested to save other lives.
It's so heartbroken because I would be at his bedside, hold his hand, talking to him, and say, well, Daddy, love you. Because according to the doctor's report, there's nothing more they could have done.
According to police, no suspects have been publicly named and no arrests have been made as of airtime. Sanjay's family want the person who pulled the trigger to answer for taking Sanjay away from them.
We are looking forward for justice in this particular case. We are looking forward for changes in the community.
And a mother struggling to accept her new reality, life without what she says has been the happiest part of her home.
There's no more Sanjay in the house, no more Sanjay in the neighborhood. Sanjay will be surely missed by everyone. Everyone. Everyone.
No arrests have been made so far, and the investigation is still ongoing. Now for a quick preview into Oswego sports.
With more, here's WTOP-10 sports reporter Jenna Van Tom.
The Oswego women's tennis team are running hot on a 5-game winning streak after a 6-1 win against Oneonta, starting off with a queen sweep with doubles. First, Emily DeLuca and Leah Bell won 6-3 at first doubles. Avery Borman and Sabrina Aki had a 6-2 victory at second doubles. To close out third doubles is Kate Hayes and Isabella Eason with a 6-3 win. Going into singles, the Lakers won 5 out of their 6 matches. Avery Borman and Sabrina Aki both won their matches 6-2. Leah Bell earned a 6-3 and 6-2 win. Isabella Eason won both her matches 6-2. Finally, Kate Hayes secured her wins 6-3 and 6-1. Great job, girls, and keep the momentum going. SUNYAC Athlete of the Week announced their weekly awards, and Kyle Ross was named Men's Soccer Defensive Athlete of the Week. Kyle was a crucial part in helping the Lakers gain their first win of the season. He saved 4 shots against Marywood and then added to that against SUNY Delhi with 7 saves. He is currently leading in SUNYAC with 33 saves and is tied for 3rd in save percentage. Men's soccer will play at home on Saturday against Oneonta. Stay tuned for more after the break because we have Luke Bellinger with more sports.
You like action, romance,
if you're watching this,
and highbrow humor.
Surface is this.
Floor. Minch did not legitimately put his head in the toilet.
There's only one place to turn.
No!
Tune in to new episodes of
Oh boy!
only on WTOP.
Look at the number of disasters in the U.S. Chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
I had to eat a raw egg on Chris's dormitory floor.
I currently don't have any federal pending charges.
You know what you never did? You never walked to Walmart, Chris. That's my co-host. This is for making the East Coast Pop-Tarts. It's showtime, Chris. Come on.
I want to be on the air for that. I got a couple things to say.
No.
Spin the wheel.
But you got censorship. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to...
Welcome back to WTOP-10. My name is Luke Belanger, here for your sports report for tonight. Good news for all Oswego residents as your favorite SUNY Oswego athletes are set to help with fall cleanup on November 2nd. Anyone over the age of 60 that lives in Oswego is eligible to get all of their leaves cleaned up by Oswego athlete right here at SUNY Oswego. All 22 varsity teams will give back to all the local fans who have and will support them all season. It's our biggest and most exciting event every year in our department, said Merlin Joseph, who is the assistant athletic director for student athlete success. You can contact him at merlin.joseph@oswego.edu or Tina Radley at tina.radley@oswego.edu. After a volleyball-filled weekend for the Lakers, sophomore setter Maya Bush set her 1,000th assist in a Laker uniform. Bush said that when she first came to Oswego as a freshman, she didn't even expect to be playing, so being in this position is an honor. The Lakers volleyball team sits at 11-3, and what makes this team so special is how close they are. Bush said that obviously her team is talented, but what really helped her to 1,000 was the trust and chemistry with her and the rest of the Lakers. Bush has 15 blocks and 22 kills to pair with her astounding 462 assists so far this season. Number 12 and the rest of the Lakers look to keep up this momentum as they open up SUNYAC play against New Paltz at home next Friday. First serve is set for 6 p.m. Let's widen our lens to some pro sports news. Aaron Judge continues to impress and solidify his spot in the history books as last night he tied the record for the most seasons with at least 50 home runs. The 50th was Judge's 3-run shot to deep right center in the second inning. In an Aaron Judge fashion, he proceeded to hit yet another one in the 8th. Aaron Judge joined some oldies such as Babe Ruth, Sammy Sosa, and Mark McGwire as the only players to hit 50-plus home runs in 4 different seasons. Is it too early to call Aaron Judge the best slugger we've ever seen with our own 2 eyes? I don't think so. What sets him so apart is that the players I mentioned before were from decades ago. The game has gotten harder, just not for the 2-time MVP, Aaron Judge. After a 218-yard performance against the Ravens by the premier duo of Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery, Lions offensive coordinator confirms he is not worried about going against the best defense in the NFL this upcoming Sunday. The Lions and the Browns meet each other in Ford Field at 1 o'clock. And it's obvious that the Lions squad aren't worried that Myles Garrett is in the windshield of the offense. The Lions had a ton of question marks on how the offense would change after old offensive coordinator Ben Johnson left to be the head coach for the Chicago Bears. From what we saw this past Sunday, those question marks have disappeared. The Lions won by 8 in their game with the Ravens, and the two-headed spear of Gibbs and Demont helped propel them to the win with their combined 218 rushing yards, 45 receiving yards, and 4 total touchdowns. The Lions have found their 2 guys and look to get over the hump this 2025 and 2026 season.
It's like that his group is up to the challenge. McVay.
Fake the corner. Stafford a deep drop. Looking long. Wants to
down. But first, the Stafford to Adams. Deep touchdown. It's a 44-yard bomb to Devontae Adams. We'll pick up 19-7 Rams lead, and it's the front 7 coming through. It's Jalen McGulla. What a hit by him. Again, 19-7 Rams. This front 7 is good, guys. It's going to cause Jalen Hurts to fumble. Sets up great field position for LA. That Rams defense is unbelievable. Stafford and the Rams trying to extend their lead will go into play action. Stafford to Williams gives the Ram a 19-point lead. The Eagles got to get back in this one. Hurts will drop back, find Dallas Goedert across the middle of the field. The lead gets smaller, and the Eagles are definitely not out of this one just yet. It's Goddard's only reception of the day, and it cashes in 6 for Philly. It's late third now, and Jalen Hurts, again, he finds A.J. Brown. Brown finally has a game worth talking about, 109 yards on the day, and finds the end zone here. Late fourth, here we go. Eagles defense again gets a stop, and they look to score to take the lead. Barkley goes nowhere. It's Byron Young on the TFL. 1:51 remaining. In the shotgun, Hurts drops back, finds Devontae Smith for the score. The Eagles take the lead 27-26. The Rams will drive. It's Joshua Carty for the game. His kick is blocked. It's blocked. Oh my goodness. Jordan Davis recovers it. He will go the distance to put the nail in the coffin. The Eagles from down 26-9 score 24 unanswered to steal the game at home. What a comeback and what an ending. The Eagles just keep finding a way to win. Jalen Hurts wins its 19th straight game as the four-quarter starter. Philly is 3-0, and the Rams drop to 2-1. That's all for your sports report tonight. We will be right here back on WTOP-10 Nightly News.
Get rid of all the questions.
If only we had someone who could tell us what we should and shouldn't watch. Well, do we have a show for you? Who are you?
What are you doing in my bed?
On Be Kind and Rewind, we will go through and review all your favorite movie franchises.
And tell you which ones you should and shouldn't watch from the perspective of normal movie fans. Well, be sure to check out Be Kind and Rewind on WTOP-10.
Welcome back to WTOP-10 Nightly News, and for this week's Pet of the Week, we have one of WTOP-10's favorite felines, Zinni.
He lives to WTOP's Vice President of Productions, Dylan Zelensky, and his many aunts and uncles.
In Dylan's words, Zinni is awesome and a super cool guy.
No one knows what kind of cat Zinni is, just simply a cat. And once again, a super cool guy.
Got any favorite pets yourselves, guys, here?
I got my favorite dog, Maisie, at home. It's the best of the best.
I got my little French bulldog, Fiona, my favorite little dog ever. Shout out Fiona.
I have my nephew dogs, Coach and Wesson. I think they're watching from Maryland, so we have fans down south, everybody.
Oh yeah, and then I've got my dog Nora right at home. Well, that's our report for tonight.
Thank you for watching.
Have a great night, everyone.